It's time for another advanced English vocabulary quiz. So I've chosen 10 advanced words and phrases that I consider to be a C1 or C2 level. I'll provide a short definition, a couple of example sentences, and some more examples from films and series. And if you know them, then I know that your English is amazing. So let's find out. The first word is fickle. It's an adjective to describe someone who often changes their mind or their opinion very quickly. They're not very loyal or stable. For example, I have a friend who used to support Man United, but now he supports Man City. He's so fickle. The fashion industry is notoriously fickle. What's in today will be out tomorrow.
Fame is a fickle friend, Harry.
The mob is fickle, brother.
He's fickle, that's all.
The second word is galvanize. This is to shock or excite someone into sudden action. It's often used for leadership or social movement contexts. For example, the captain's speech at halftime really galvanized the team to win. It took a huge crisis in order to galvanize the government into changing the legal system.
You're popular, inspirational, and you have the power to galvanize the people.
If you think you're going to try to mobilize and galvanize this crowd.
I think it took the event at the arena to galvanize the people.
The third word is a bottleneck, which is literally the top of a bottle, which is thinner than the rest of the bottle. So it's used to describe an area of congestion which slows down a process. It's very common in business English or with traffic to say that something slows down. For example, the construction of the new bridge created a huge bottleneck on the highway. We need to hire new designers to remove the bottleneck in our production line.
Unless we can draw them up this main road here in between these buildings where all the rubble makes a bit of a bottleneck.
I can walk 2 blocks, get on the other side of this bottleneck by myself, and take a 5-minute cab ride back to the office.
We haven't been allowed inside, Mark, but we're told there's a bottleneck of hundreds, perhaps thousands of people.
And the fourth word is nuance. And this is a subtle difference in feeling, meaning, or tone. If you miss the nuance, you miss the sophisticated part of the conversation. For example, it's true that these words are synonyms. They can be used in similar ways, but there's always a slight nuance. If you don't speak the language very well, you'll miss the nuance of the political debate.
You can practically hear every nuance of every instrument.
But there is far more nuance to this whole heart song thing than you realize.
But at a certain point, you just want something with a little more nuance, you know?
The fifth word is flaky. This describes someone who's unreliable and often cancels plans at the last minute. For example, I know he promised he was gonna come. I know he promised he was gonna come, but I wouldn't trust him. He's so flaky. She is without doubt the flakiest person ever. He's definitely not gonna come.
He can be pretty flaky sometimes, but we have a lot in common.
Yeah, he's been real flaky lately.
I can hear him say flaky and irresponsible, and he's right.
The sixth word is petty. It's someone who really focuses on trivial, unimportant, and almost childish things. For example, I know I'm being a little bit petty, but no, I'm not inviting him to my party. He didn't like my photo. Come on, don't be so petty. I thought you were more mature than that.
His name was Arturo Marquez, a petty smuggler from Argentina.
You know, it's just like, after 8 years, I can't believe how petty the argument was that actually ended it.
No, I'm upset, but I'm not petty, Alec.
The seventh word is gaslight. And this is to manipulate someone into questioning their own perception of reality or their own sanity. For example, stop trying to gaslight me. I know the facts. I know what happened to me. Why are you lying to me? He tried to gaslight me, telling me that he had never promised to help. But I have the text messages that prove the opposite.
And secondly, do not gaslight me with SAT words and sliding scale morality.
She's gaslighting you.
And now you're gaslighting me?
The eighth word is a catch-22. This is a paradoxical situation where you can't solve or escape a problem due to contradictory rules. For example, they say you need at least 5 years of experience to get the job, but they're unwilling to give you an opportunity without experience. It's a catch-22. It's a catch-22. I need a loan from the bank to set up my company, but the bank is asking for my company to already be successful in order to give me a loan. It doesn't make sense.
Well, it's a catch-22 because if you said it, then it would be spoken and you'd be a liar.
Seems to me you got yourself a catch-22.
If that's not a catch-22, I don't know what is.
The 9th word is touchy, which is a topic that's very sensitive and delicate, or a person who is easily offended. For example, don't ask her age. She can be very touchy about that topic. Politics can be a little bit of a touchy subject, so I'd advise not bringing it up.
You know, in my admittedly limited experience, women tend to be a bit touchy about accidentally marrying homosexuals.
Well, it's kind of a touchy subject.
I mean, you've been very touchy lately.
And the 10th word is rapport. Ooh la la. This describes a close relationship or connection that you have with different people. For example, the first thing I do with new students is try to build some rapport with them. It can take time to build good rapport with new clients, but it's definitely time well spent.
I have a good rapport with them down there.
So you certainly seem to have a good rapport with that defense attorney.
You get along well. There is an immediate rapport.
Well, how did you do? Let me know in the chat how many of these advanced words you were familiar with. And if you'd like more similar videos, please leave a like. Thanks for watching, and see you next time!